Yeah, Manix86 again here for the Chosen Sky 9% Glitchless tutorial continuation. We're getting into the final part of the game. In the last video, we intentionally died to Lorence, and we're continuing from there. There's a little bit of a cutscene here before we get to the last area. Coming up is a pretty big menu. Oops, sorry. There we go. We're just going to take this elevator down to the last area. There's no inputs here, it's just text. Now the last area is a lot less fixed fights, like it's a lot more adaptation and such. Unlike most of what we may have gone through so far, especially the last boss, which we'll cover in the next video, but you have to be a lot more making split decisions and if needed. Right, this is the biggest menu of the game. I don't find it's the hardest one because I find it's straightforward, but definitely practice it a lot because, you know, you can save a lot of time just for it being a really long menu. So shortly after getting down this elevator, they're going to ask you which characters you want to take with you. You'll select Amalthea. Here, they're in the 4th and 5th spot, something like that. It's like 3rd and 4th. Amalthea. Okay, there's a bit of text after that, and then once your characters go together, it's go time. So, okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is menu, go to equipment, go to Amalthea, remove his shield coat and his composites. Go to Tita, do the same thing, remove composites and shield coat. Go to Orbment, go to Amalthea, remove S1, which is attack 3. And just check something here. Okay, so yeah, so just remove attack 3. Once you've done that, talk to Grandpa Russell. Go to Modify Exchange. Go to Ports. Press right and up and buy a Mine 3. Back out twice. Talk to him again. Select Buy. Okay. Now we have several items on this list to buy that I have here. 7. Buying everything that I have on the list is to cover every scenario. Obviously, if you drop some of these, like status removing effects, then you're taking a risk of being stuck with a status effect in a fight. But all things considered, well, I'll just show you guys what I do. So you buy 11 of each, so 11 purging bombs, 11 softening bombs, 11 smelling salts, 11 celestial bombs, 11 insulating tape, 11 EP charge X, and 11 proxy puppets. Okay. Then what you do is you talk to him, you go to change members, select Shara first, press up, select Chloe second. Menu, go to tactics, pick Shara and bring her down between Chloe and Estelle like this. Go to items, go to special ice cream and use 8 on everybody. You gotta remember in the last Jaeger fight if you used Joshua's S-Craft or not. Let's check just for fun. See, okay, good, so I have to use it on Chloe though, because we intentionally killed her. Okay. For that, you go to Orbment, you go to Estelle, Sleep 1, change it to Haze, which is done by just pressing up. Go to Joshua, change EP1 to EP3, and change Attack 2 to Attack 3. So S3 EP3, S5 Attack 3. And Shara, go to Mine 2 on S3 and change it to Mine 3. Okay. Sorry, let me reverse the... Okay. Good. Let's just go over it again because I didn't have my slot. So, on Orbment, Estelle was on Sleep. So, you press Sleep, you select up, and you change it to Haze. On Joshua, I'm going to reverse the setup here. So this is how Joshua was. So you want to select Attack 3, B3, and S3, you want to do Mine 3 for sure. So here you can do equipment first, you can do your orbment first. It doesn't truly matter, to be honest. I usually have a habit of just going from left to right, or from right to left here, so tactics, items, orbments, and finish with equipment. I'll do that. On equipment, also doesn't matter which order. Shield and composite, you keep that. On Chloe, you just proxy puppet twice. Shara, shield coat, composites, proxy puppet twice. Joshua, shield coat, composites, gladiator headband, and one proxy puppet. Estelle, shield coat, composite, proxy puppet. So essentially the three girls have this setup: composites, shield coat, and proxy puppets. Joshua is the same thing, except you replace one proxy with gladiator headband. His S-craft is really important in the final boss, so that's primarily why we do that. And that's it for your big menu. Like I said, that's it. So for the next area, we're gonna travel like a little maze. I personally recommend to never change your camera angle here so you can memorize the way you're going. So you're gonna go down here over the bridge and to the left. Into this main door. Take a left at the first split here. Okay, so let's talk about this first. You see how this enemy is not aggressive? That's what Haze does. So Haze equipped on Estelle avoids enemies to be aggressive. So the only movement they'll do is their random pathing. So you still have to be careful on where they are. Take a left down here to the door. Go around here. Straight. Take the first turn possible here. Take another first turn. And you'll go straight to the elevator. Level 2. We're going to take a right at the split here. Right here. Following the main path. Here at the steps, go straight across. Here you go up into this door. Take a left here, the only possibility. This should bring us straight to the elevator. There we go. Alright, we're already in the sealed area, 3rd level. So all you want to do here is go to menu, go to Orbment, Estelle, Haze, and change it back to sleep. Because we need Aerostorm for this fight. And you just follow this main path until we reach Amalthea, which is this upward path here. You can't get it wrong here, it's all dead end. Okay, just gonna switch my slide to the fighting. Okay, so the fight is relatively simple. You want to Aerostorm and White Gehenna with everybody, so all your AoE spells. And when they're a little bit lower, so about 1000 HP for the bots that she has, then you want to do your S-Crafts. So it's random what she does at first there. She usually goes first though. This is a good spot because you know where she is. The copy bots can decide to move. They won't always, but they can. Like that, you decide to move outside of the circle. Unfortunately, nothing you can do about that. This one decided to move in, so, you know, I guess that's one bad for a one good. And then you just want to do all your Aerostorms stacked on the enemies. So one Aerostorm is going to miss the left side guy. This totally happens all the time. So one thing you want to watch out in this fight, you gotta watch out if there's an exclamation point or crit turn. Make sure you always use Estelle's Barrage on that onto Amalthea because it does about 3000 damage. There's one at the bottom of the turn order there coming up. Okay, now she's separating from the group. Now she's just being annoying. I think this is still good enough for Aerostorm to hit all three. No, unfortunately it's not. Okay. So the goal is to take down Amalthea first, so we'll have to focus on that. So pay attention to when's a good time to use Joshua's double, probably after he attacks here, yeah. That should kill one of the copy bots. Okay. Now in this case we have to pick our poisons. So in this case I'm gonna use a fast spell and aim it on her. And we'll do our barrage here on the exclamation point. As you can see, it just does so much damage. She actually died from that, so now there's only one guy left. We basically single them out with fast, quick single spells. What you can do here on a Shadow's turn is, let me see how much damage he has. Okay, you could do an S-Craft here. If there's not enough, do a Heaven's Kiss, bring everybody to the front. Oh, looks like he lived with like 30 HP, and he killed himself. I don't know why they do that. They can just kill themselves sometimes. Yeah. So as you can see, you have to improvise. Ideally, they all stay in your Aerostorms, and then the fight is a lot faster, but adapt. It's not a difficult fight overall, though. It can just be delayed by annoying things like that. Okay, and now the post menu, the Richard menu. Okay, so I'm going to explain one thing here. First thing, you go to Orbment, you go to Chloe. And on S5 you want to give her EP Cut 2. S6 you want to give her Action 2. And now you have to do Estelle. Estelle has two things. So first, S1 is Haze. S2 is Defense 2. That doesn't change. Where it changes is this. There's two possibilities builds here. I call them Fastel and Aerostel. So the Fastel is the one I like, which is you put S3 in Mind 2 and you put S4 Action 2. Estelle is primarily your support character, except for a few times here and there, mostly in the Richard fight where she'll do a little bit of damage, but she doesn't have a high damage. So Action 2 makes her faster so she can put up earth walls and get more turns quickly. I find that's more important with Estelle. But she doesn't have an AoE attack this way, so you always have to use Earth Lance, which is a really good single attack. And the Mind 2 obviously gives her a little bit more power in that, but it's still weak for her. The other option is what we call Aerostel, which on S3 you'll put Shield 3, and on S4 you'll put Impede 2. And what that does is it gives her Aerostorm, so she can be a damaging support cast with AoE. She doesn't do that much damage compared to others, unfortunately, which is why I don't really like this build. And she's a lot slower because she doesn't have Action 2. But, you know, if there's too many ads on River 2 and such, this can be a good build. I'm going to show you guys the one I prefer for the time being. Maybe new builds will come eventually. Like, this is a pretty open situation, but we'll go with Mind 2 and Action 2 here. Okay. And then you want to re-equip any proxy puppets if you lost some. I didn't lose some in that fight. And I actually want to max everybody up in the ice cream department, so we'll just do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You shouldn't need Chloe's S-Craft in this fight, like the one that just happened, so only fill in the other 3. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, and then select EP Charge X and fill up anybody who's not max MP that needs it. Okay, everybody's full, and that's it for this. Now we'll continue our path. So go through this door. Once you get to the third screen, this is 1. This is 2. On the third screen, take the first turn here. And take the second turn. And take the first turn. Keep following the main path. Jump for that guy. A little bit of a bigger hitbox. Once you get here, you go up at the split into this first door to the elevator. Okay, now we're at the 4th level. We're gonna go down at the first split here. Oops. So this is what happens if you take an encounter. You can at least run. Most of the time they'll be preemptive because they're not paying attention. So you go down here and you take the first turn here. There's another staircase. This time we'll go up. Take this mandatory right turn. Just loop around here. Take this first door. Go down, ignore the first door, down the steps into this one. Go straight up the steps. Follow. There we go. All the way to the 5th level. Okay. And this is where the final boss area is. You'll get a bit of a cutscene here, and there's no turning back once you go into this door. There's a healing pod here if you're really bad at menuing or if you took a lot of fights, but generally you shouldn't need it. And yeah, that's it for this video. We'll cover in the next video the final fight and the end of the game in our final video. Thanks for watching.